Hello everyone. I Gitanjali Khamra Raghuvanshi, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Applications, the Bhopal School of Social Sciences, Bhopal. Today, we are going to learn about the programming languages and its classification. So, basically, what do you mean by programming languages? So, here it comes. A programming language is a set of commands, instructions, and the other syntaxes that we use to create the software programs. The first programming language was created in 1883 by a woman named Ada Lovelace, who was working with the Charles Babbage in mechanical computing. So, they both have invented the language to whom we call as a programming language. So, this was a mechanical computer to whom we called an analytical engine. They both were working on the same machine and they have invented a programming language. So now let's proceed with the classification of programming language. So basically, the programming language has been classified into three categories. The first is your low-level programming language, second one is your middle-level languages, and the third is your high-level languages. So let's talk about the low-level programming language. So low-level language is a language which has been understandable by a computer. Means we users cannot understand it, only the machine can understand this particular language. So basically, we call it as a language that deals with the computer's hardware, components, and the constraints. So, this particular language has been divided further into two categories. They are the machine language and the second is your assembly language. Let's talk about the machine language and assembly language. Let's talk about the machine language first. So, machine language is a language which is directly understandable by the computer. Means it doesn't require any translation. Computer can directly understand this language in its own terms. Why so? Because this language contains a different forms of codes which are present in the binary form, and the computer can only understand a binary language, that is 0 and 1. So codes are present in the form of 0 and 1. So that is being directly understandable by the machine. That's why we are calling it as machine language. Now, you can see the advantages. It can execute very fast. Means machine language having a very high and fast execution. Disadvantages are like it is a machine dependent. Means the machine languages are machine dependent. Next, it is difficult to program because we users doesn't understand these codes which are only understandable by the computer. So, it is difficult for us to program it. And next is it is error prone. Yes, it can also contain different errors. Then difficult to modify as we users cannot understand it. So, it is difficult for us to modify such codes which are called as machine codes. Now, proceeding with the next type of low-level language, that is an assembly language. Now, let's talk about the assembly language. Assembly language only uses the letters and symbols. So, the programming in this particular language is simple and also it is less time consuming because it is not fully in the high-level code and not fully in the low-level code. So, it is an intermediate form which is being assembled by combining the low-level language as well as the high-level language. That's why it is simple to code and less time consuming. So, it is easy to locate and correct the errors in assembly language. So, basically, it is a machine-dependent language. Also, the programmers must have a knowledge of the codes and the machine on which the program will run. So, basically an assembler is a program that translates the assembly language program into the machine language program. So these are the advantages. Assembly language is easy to understand, easy to use, easy to locate, as well as easy to modify, and it can easily correct the errors. Next is, there is no worry about the address, means the codes have certain address, but we do not have to worry about those addresses. But it also possesses some disadvantages. So those are machine dependency, and it also required the knowledge of hardware, which means that assembly language is also a machine dependent language, and to use this particular language or to make a program in assembly language, a user must have a knowledge of hardwares. Now, this is all about the assembly language. Moving towards the second classification of programming language, that is middle language. We can call it as middle level languages. Now let's talk about the middle level language. Middle level language is also known as a medium level language because it provides a medium between the raw hardwares and the programming layer of a computer system. So middle level language is basically a language that interacts with the abstraction layer of the computer system. So middle level language is also called as intermediate programming language. Why so? Because it present in between the high level language and the low level language. Now proceeding towards the last classification of a programming language, that is high level languages. So here comes the high level language. High level language is a language which is understandable by the users, by the programmers, but not the machine. It is easy to code in high level language. Why so? Because we users only understands the high level language. So high level programming language is basically meant for the programmers to write a code, to write a program in it which is independent of the machine. So we can say that the high level languages are machine independent. They are not same as your low level language and your middle level language. Why so? Because they both were machine dependent language and this is machine independent language. So here comes that why we are calling it as high level languages, because it allow the users, allow the human beings to write a code in their own languages. Either it may be English, either it may be any programming language like C, C++, Java, which is not at all being understandable by the machine. We are the users who understand this particular language, and for a machine to make it understandable, it first translates the actual code into a binary code, then only it becomes understandable for the machine. So this is the reason that why we are calling it as machine independent as well as high level. So a compiler is required to translate this particular high level language into low level language, then only it becomes a useful code for the computer. So this is all about the high level language. So now let's see the advantages of high level languages. So high level language have different advantages. What are they? Now let's see. High level language is portable. Yes, we can make a code as per our compiler, as per our editor. So they are portable in nature as well as they are machine independent. Because of this particular feature, they are portable. Next is the high level language is easy to read, easy to write and easy to maintain, as it is written in English keywords or the English-like languages that we understand. That's why they are easy to learn, write and understand. That's all for today's class. Today we have learned about the programming languages and its classification. We'll see you soon with the next further topic in the same subject. Thank you.